Hello, I'm Mariah Ramharak, and it's a pleasure to welcome you to In Case You Missed It on SportsMax and CEEN TV. Now, on the heels of Jamaica's Fraser McConnell's 5th RJR Sportsman of the Year award for motorsports, Fraser was offered the opportunity to return to the RallyX series, where he catapulted himself into the top ranks of rallycross in 2022 by beating 7-time world champion Johan Kristoffersson in Denmark. Now, viewers, RallyX is a European-based rallycross series that has been in existence since 2015 and is the pathway for almost all international rallycross stars like Fraser. Well, Fraser is in Portugal and he joins me on Zoom to update us on how his preparations are coming along. Fraser, welcome to In Case You Missed It. How are you doing?
Hey Mariah, what's up? Always a pleasure to be here. I'm up in Portugal. It's a little bit chilly, but as you can see, I have my beach behind me. It's called a FC1, and as you can see, we're going to be standing out on track. Jamaica colors all around. Jamaica tourist board on board as a sponsor. We got Just Bet, Proven as well, and True Shake. So a lot of support from back home. We have Uncle Sal on the back as well. But, you know, we're definitely going out there to put on a show and take home some trophies.
Yeah, love the car, love the colors, Fraser. I feel like I need to get a ride in that car.
Anytime you're ready, just bring your Pampers.
I'll be fine. I love speed. But let's talk a bit now about your preparations. How are preparations coming along in Portugal?
We arrived today. The team is setting up the tent. Got my seat fitting done. Make sure the seat belts are all tight. I'm feeling comfortable in the car. You know, distance the steering wheel. They just finished building this car last week, so it is brand new. And tomorrow is our practice day. Thankfully, we get to do some laps on the actual track that we're going to be racing. And like I said, brand new car. I've never driven it. I'm going to learn all the different start sequences. You know, little things that I can learn to make myself go faster. And just get familiar and comfortable and make sure I'm ready to go for the weekend.
Yeah, and you know, in the introduction, right, I explained to the viewers the importance of you taking part in RallyX. But can you tell me a bit about what does this mean to you personally? Oh,
it means the world. I mean, the last race I was in was October last year, and there hasn't been an international race since. So really happy to see that RallyX is, you know, taking the mantle and making sure that races are happening. So, you know, brands can get out there, drivers can showcase their skills. And, you know, we can do things as exciting as put Jamaica on the map and on the entry list of a sport that's so unique like rallycross. So you can count on me to give it my absolute everything.
Yeah, really love, you know, when you compete. I know the Jamaicans, of course, are very proud of you. And Fraser, the competition, it starts on March 29th until the 30th. Are there any particular aspects that you need to fine-tune before competition date?
You know, get the mind ready, get some good sleep. Study the track. It's my first time being at this track as well, so new track, new car. It's gonna be a lot to learn, but you know, totally ready for the challenge. And you know, when that light goes green on Saturday morning, hopefully people will be seeing the back of this car.
Yeah, you know, you said new track, and you know, I have to ask you, from the time that you've been there, because you said you got in today, what have you noticed about this Montalegre circuit? You know, anything that stood out for you?
Well, we're about 900 meters above sea level, so some serious elevation. I went and walked on track. There's some big curves. I mean, we're talking like a foot and a half, 2 foot curves. So I'm gonna have to be careful with those. If you go too high on them, you know, the car might roll over. But you know, we're prepared for the challenge. I've been driving this track on my simulator at home actually, so a little familiar with it. But obviously, the virtual game to real life is two different beasts. So. Getting ready for it. Gonna be big eyes, big ears the entire weekend, and make sure that when we're getting into that final, we're full steam ahead.
Yeah, and have you set any goals for this leg of the competition? I know you want to win, but you know, just any minor goals, any major goals, and by extension, the overall season, Fraser.
You know, we're here to win. Bottom line. So you know, we wouldn't be competing if we didn't think we had it in us. So this is going to be, let's see, my 5th year racing rallycross, if my maths is good. So really just gonna go out there, try take advantage of my experience and my skills. So the main goal is win, but of course represent Jamaica on the world stage as well is going to also be a huge feat no matter the result. So really looking forward to it.
Yeah, and Fraser, what always comes to mind is, it's a fairly long season. You have to go to different countries. You have a lot of traveling to do. How do you plan to stay ready at all times and ensure that you give the Jamaican population that love you and support you the very best result?
Well, you know me, Mariah, I'm always ready. So, once they say race, I'm there. The car is going to be looking good. I'm going to be in tip-top shape, ready to go. The team back in OMSC. It's actually the team that I raced with in 2020 and 2021. So feels nice to be back in familiar.
Yeah, of course. Really, really good to hear, Fraser. Can you share with us, because we're almost up on a break, but I want to get this one in. Any challenges that you would have faced, breaking into international motorsport as a Jamaican?
If you ever see the Cool Runnings scene where the guys take out the bobsled and everybody kind of stop what they're doing and look down, that's kind of what the first reaction was. But I can guarantee you now that when they see the flag on the entry list, they know we mean business. So it's no stranger around here anymore. Any
standout childhood memory that has been tied to racing for you?
Growing up in Bagwak, in the True Juice orchards, always seeing the rally cars drive past my house as a kid. Definitely stood out to me, and I always looked up to them and said, I want to be a race car driver one day. So that's definitely the earliest memory for me.
Yeah, and I asked you previously, but I just want to be sure. What are you looking forward to most this season?
Here to compete and here to win, so definitely looking forward to getting on that podium, God willing. In terms of this weekend, we're really looking forward to getting started, but on Friday, they're actually doing a parade with all the entrants, and they chose me to be the lead car. So taking this pretty girl with me, going through the town, going to visit the school, might do some donuts around the roundabouts, but we'll see. Have some fun.
Wow, you got the fun job. Love that for you. And as we think about the entire season, right, Fraser, what are some of the key events that you are focusing on? So not just this competition, but the major events that are coming up for you.
Well, we have 7 races this season. So like I said, one session at a time. Can't think too much down the road because I have a very full plate with the car that I have in front of me at the moment. So really one lap at a time, one corner at a time.
Yeah.
And then once that's complete, we look forward to the next challenge.
Yeah, this one for you, because I'm curious as well. Are there any rituals or routines that you never skip on competition day?
I have to get a little warm up before I get in the car for the first day. Skipping rope, stretches, listen to my music, just chill out and take it easy. But as for superstitions, not really that type of guy. Just kind of like to go with the flow and take each challenge as they come.
Yeah, and how are you able to stay connected to your roots while racing abroad?
Well, thankfully I have my parents traveling with me this weekend. They're actually my camera stand as we speak. So get to have my home roots with me. And as well, so much connections on social media. Everybody back home following and supporting and making me feel like they're right here in the stand. So all the support on social media does help. And by the way, I'm gonna have the races on my YouTube channel, so that's gonna be live. All the key events will be there. Just check out my Instagram and TikTok to find up on those updates at Fraser McConnell. So you see all the races for free, and you won't miss a thing.
It's funny that you said that because one of my members of our team here in studio was asking me while listening to you talk, where can he watch the race? So I already know that they're locked in and they want to see what's happening. So that YouTube channel, is it also at Fraser McConnell?
That's correct.
All right. And I know you showed us, the different partnerships that you have on the car. It's written on the vehicle. But can you talk to me about how partnerships like, Just Bet, Provan, Jamaica Tourist Board and everybody has helped your career?
Oh, I mean, it goes without saying, if they were not involved, I wouldn't be here. That's as simple as it is. So they're critical in being a part of Team Prize, and having me able to live this dream and be up here and compete. And you know, it's so incredible the reactions that you get from all the fans when they see a car that looks as pretty as this and meet someone from Jamaica that maybe never meet someone from Jamaica in their life before. So it's an honor to be that person, to have that first experience with them, and give them a show on track at the same time.
Yeah, and you say that, and I feel like I could see you in some sort of mentorship role. Do you have any plans to, you know, mentor, maybe support the young drivers in Jamaica soon?
Definitely would love to. You know, I've been out to the go-kart track a couple of times for the local races. And, you know, it's funny to see the young go-karters reacting the same way I used to react when a big driver would come and visit the track. So definitely have some role model work to do and, you know, have to set a good example. But, yeah, would love to do that at any opportunity given.
It's now time for my favorite part of today's interview. It's what we call on this show rapid fire time. So Fraser, I'll ask you a question. You say the first word or phrase that comes to mind. Ready?
All right, ready.
All right, the best part about racing?
Speed.
Toughest part about your job?
Stress. Pre-race stress.
Yeah. Now the favorite place you've raced?
I would have to say South Africa.
Okay. Do you have a pre-race ritual?
No.
All right. Now, Fraser, what's your favorite food?
Red pea soup.
Very simple person. Now this question. What's the best part about being a Jamaican?
Just the vibes.
Good one. And of course, you have to live in Jamaica or at least visit to understand what he's talking about. Just the vibe. Now, this one, Fraser, what song are you listening to lately? Which song?
A couple of the Massacre tunes. Yeah, definitely have the new Massacre on repeat.
Yeah, especially since you like speed. I can imagine when you listen to that. And then, of course, you mash off. This one, the dream racetrack you would like to compete on.
I've already done it.
Which one is it still?
It's a track called Holliet in Sweden.
Okay, all right, beautiful. Well, Fraser, you know, what we tend to do on the show is we head across the social media, we see what people have been saying about you. And the first one that I have here is a graphic that says, it's a new chapter in the world of rallycross, another turnaround to the sport after a few messy months. RallyX Euro is coming. How excited are you about this?
That person has definitely been following what's going on. It has been a few messy months. But like I said earlier, RallyX has definitely, you know, taken charge and showing everybody that, you know, races can still happen, and really happy for that.
Yeah, and Derek Tohill, this last one, he said, loaded and ready for RallyX Nordic. And of course, in the Circuit de Montalegre with Peter McGarry. Anything you want to say to this one, Fraser? He has a nice car.
I'm sure I'll be able to tell him how soon. He'll probably get there by tomorrow.
Yeah, he has a really nice car too.
Yeah, man. He's representing out of Ireland.
Yeah. Well, Fraser, I want to just thank you so much for taking the time to join me on today's show. I look forward to chatting with you again really soon, and I know you'll continue to make Jamaica proud. Take care of yourself and say hi to Mom and Dad for me.
For sure. Thanks again, Mariah.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Take care. Well, folks, that's a wrap for today's episode on In Case You Missed It. Be sure to like, share, and comment, and let me know how much you enjoyed today's episode. Bye for now.